What's up, people? It's Coley Media here. It's Khalil Lawson from Coley Media. And I haven't been here in a while. Like, honestly, I haven't really been here in a while. So, I'm back. Christmas break I just started. So, I'm really trying to, start anew. I'm trying to really get this channel up and going. So, let's get into it. So, today, oh, shit. But today we're doing a wedding video. Not really doing a wedding video. I'm going to be telling you more about me doing the wedding video. Because back in October, I shot my first wedding video for this lovely couple. They're great, and I kind of have I kind of want to tell my story with it as I'm going through and like editing this video a little bit. So let's open up this project right now and let's get to that. So I was originally offered to shoot their wedding probably about a year prior to this. My teacher, really good mentor of mine, he came to me talking about there was a one of his friends needed a wedding videographer. I asked if I can do it. I was like, yeah, why not? It's free experience and everything. Like, it may not be, it's experience. Okay, it's experience, and I love that, right? Because like me right now, for where I'm at, I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to do and how I'm gonna do it. And I'm really trying to I'm really trying to find out what I really like doing. So I feel like kind of floating around doing different niches, genres, and things like that kind of helps me figure out what I want to do and what I want to be with videography. So the wedding was in October, and it was honestly crazy. So before this wedding, I didn't have any 4K SD cards because like right before this wedding in September was my birthday, and I recently got my Sony A7 III, which I love. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I recently got that camera, and it shoots 4K. So I was like, oh my gosh, I want to shoot 4K for this wedding. I need to shoot 4K because that's the quality we need, right? So I thought. So I go to the store. I buy like three, four. Now I buy four 4K SD cards, U3 class. I brought three, um, 128 gigabytes SanDisk. It was like extreme U3 class. And that was like I think $20-$30 each. And I brought 164. So I spent a total around like $80 on SD cards before that wedding. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so expensive. But anyways, on the day of the wedding, I got me and my friend, old friend, her name is Savannah. She actually helped me shoot this wedding. And we used to be friends back in freshman year because I am in high school right now. I'm a senior right now. And we're in the same grade level. So she came and helped me shoot that wedding. I was on the B cam. She was on the A cam. So disclaimer: this was my very first wedding. Like I never been to a wedding before this in my life. So this was very different for me. So I was really learning as I was going. So me and her, we arrive at the venue and everything. We couldn't really record the couples getting ready because of just how it was. So we really just the venue and we get started. So I met the client for the first time there too. When I got there, I was asking vendors like, oh, like how do I do this? This is my first wedding. This that, and I was really just looking for, I guess, kind of a rundown like how does a wedding happen? And yes, they have itineraries and that helped a lot, but it's also kind of like on the job. You kind of learn as you go, like oh the do's and don'ts, this and that. So that's kind of what I learned. So going throughout the day and everything. So first we arrived there, we talked to a few vendors like, oh, where to park, this, that. I talked to the client for the first time. Amazing lady, she's great. The pastor came, we tried doing some getting ready shots, but it didn't really work out in my opinion. So we were doing those, and then the pastor came, they prayed together and everything. Then I was walking out with the pastor to speak to the husband, to the groom. Yeah, that's what it's called, the groom. And the groom, the pastor did the same thing with him. But before we got to that, I was really talking with the pastor. He really helped me a lot. I'm gonna be honest, he helped me a lot. He kind of showed me, like, oh, it's this, like basically how a wedding goes usually, because he's a pastor. He's done so many weddings, and he knows like how the videographer goes. And he was really like kind to me, and he was saying like, yeah, like if you need to get a shot, just like let me know. Like I'll back up a little bit so you can get your shot. This, that, that. great guy in my opinion. I wish I knew his name, but I forgot it unfortunately. So we get out to the groom and the pastor's praying and everything. I get some shots of them. You know, it's looking nice. It's looking nice. So the camera I'm running for the B cam is the Sony E7 III, and my partner, she's using a Canon XA, I think 75. So I didn't sync time code up, which is when you have your cameras running at the same recording time, so it's easy to use in post. I didn't do that. I didn't really know of it at that point. Um, then furthermore, a mistake on my part. I should have checked twice, but I wasn't recording in 4K. My video was all in 1080p. Therefore, my partner's camera, she was in 4K. I was recording in 1080p. Now that is causing me to edit this wedding in 1080p. And yes, it does give me some wiggle room with the 4K footage, but still, it's like it feels like honestly, I learned from it. I learned from it. I took it on the chin, you know. I was like, dang, I should have checked this. I should have double checked this, made sure it was in 4K. I did it, so that was on my part. So yeah, you know, I knew that I was gonna make mistakes going into this as my first time doing a wedding, and like honestly, it was a lot. So for me, I kind of took note of the things that I could have done better. I messed up on, you know, I could have talked to the family more. Oh, I need to be more engaging with the client and their people. I need to double check my camera settings, you know, things like that. But it's all learning as I'm going. So throughout the whole night though, you know, it was fun. You know, it was lots of dancing and everything. Got really good footage. We also brought a gimbal, Osmo 3, the handheld gimbal. We brought that too. We were using that throughout the night. We did in fact get interviews. I thought interviews would be a really good way to tell a story, so we also got those. So yeah, that was really my wedding. So towards the end of the night, you know, they did their sparkler walk and everything. I'm gonna try to put some clips and B-roll of the wedding. I gotta see if it's okay with the client. I'm gonna do that throughout the whole video. But really going throughout the whole night, you know, it was honestly, it was crazy, you know. One of the photographers was a really close, not close friend, but like it was an old friend of mine. Let's say that it was an old friend of mine. One of the photographers there, and you know we really just got along. You know the client was amazing. She helped me out. She was like, "Hey, I know it's your first time. Don't worry, don't worry." She was really just super helpful in that sense of being a great client. So yeah, that was really my experience with shooting a wedding for the first time. I learned what I needed. I learned a lot about doing this type of job, you know. So I know going into forward. So right now we're in the editing phase. I might throw in a few clips of me editing the video. Not too sure yet. Got to see how this goes. But overall, hey, let's get this final video done and let's get it to the client. Cause that's how Colin Media does it. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll try to be posting a lot more, maybe like a video a day, something like that, something of the sort. That's what I'm going for. Really, this channel is supposed to be a channel posting my journey along with building a brand, building a business and whatnot. So I'm gonna talk about like shots I did. I'm gonna talk about like the behind the scenes and everything. So my thought is, okay, if I do a video, right, let's say a music video, maybe the next video. So I did a music video for this STN competitions with my club at my school, and I'm not gonna tell you the results because you might have to wait for those. Cause hey, it was great, but I really want to do I really want to post the behind the scenes than the actual video that came from the behind the scenes. That's what I think is like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And I feel like it can like help people learn a lot, like how the process that goes into it. And that's that is a story when I tell you, like there was ups, downs, we went forward, we went backward, everything was swept away, man. It was crazy. But yeah, until next time, thank you for watching and have a great day. Coley Media.